Put some of this here. Just put a little squirt.
It's not the super glue.
No, you got to put this on first, and then you super glue the top piece over this. Slide in, chuckleheads.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, I would say that was a pretty successful day of RCing, boys. What do you think? Before we did that, if you weren't perfectly straight when you slammed the gas, you were spinning out.
I'm interested in when we get onto a dirt track. That's going to be a whole nother ball game, man.
Awesome. Let's keep going.
That was worth taking them apart in the diff
I
loop.
think we could even go a little bit more, get some more out of it.
I concur. Had a lot of fun. Learned a lot when we took these SR10 Team Associateds apart. Speaking of which, where is that little shiny shoe son of a gun Peyton?
He's camping or something.
I bet that boy glamps. He doesn't camp.
Oh, camping's code for something. I don't know what, but it's not good.
I barely got mine back together. Luckily, Jared DeWall-Materis came through, and she's back together. I'm gonna charge her up and see how she runs.
Were these cars easier or harder to work on than you thought they were going to be?
Harder.
Why?
Well, I've never took apart an RC car before. I'm not electrically inclined, so it's all brand new to me, buddy.
Okay. What about you, Jared?
Electrically inclined?
I don't know. Whatever word that was.
I think you meant mechanically, but we'll go with it. Did you think it was easier or harder to work on?
I think it was pretty easy and fun to work on, honestly. Everything went back together, minus a couple of screws or bolts here and there.
I was surprised because you really lit up working on these things. I think that's kind of what sold you, hooked you into it a little bit more. But so as fun as we had with the SR10s, obviously we started with those today. So we got here. Chuck and I kind of threw the bench together. If you cut wood, man, you got to be careful. Regular safety glasses work, but you want something that can stop stuff from kind of just going up and getting under there as well. Safety first.
You know what you're doing?
No. I worked construction for a few years, believe it or not. Move your foots or cut it off.
That's what I'm afraid of over here.
Driver 22 Robin.
Okay. So, I know this is not probably the most technically sound carpentry design thing ever, but I think it should work for the space. We had the desk before, but it just wasn't the right dimensions. This I like a lot better already, but I want to make sure that we're a little stronger here and here. So I cut these down too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run these down the middle of this and there, and we'll support that as well. And honestly, that should make the desk plenty strong. I did order some LED lighting that I'm gonna use to kind of illuminate whatever, well, the RC cars basically that'll be down here, but now we just gotta screw them in, Chuck, so let's go.
Holding your wood?
On the other side over there. Oh wow, that is absolutely terrible, huh? How the f did that come up so short? I cut that at 90.
Well, you gotta measure again.
Go through and just screw it down. There you go. You know what I'm saying? So try to get as close as you can to the center of this bad boy here.
All right, well, you gotta give me a lot more.
Oh, well.
Of course, I'm right on holding the camera. Countersink. Ooh, Nelly. Oh, God. You don't want that.
You know, when I was in woodshop in 101 back in the day, I had this teacher named Alton Acker. We built guitars. It took us 2 years, because you're only in woodshop for, well, it's not, to be honest, I was in woodshop for pretty much my whole freaking high school career. And me and my buddy Pete, I never finished mine. Pete finished his. I was very jealous. He got to rock it out. Mine sat in the basement for a while. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go finish that guitar. Went down there, picked it up. Frickin' thing was like Home Depot wood. The neck, Big disappointment right there, Josh, let me tell you.
Thank you for tuning in to Talking Wood with Chuck. We got the SR10s apart. You came over, we worked on them, we got them together. Then we tried the SR10, and I will say, I think without a doubt, putting that 10K rear diff fluid in definitely makes those things stay truer and have more push to them.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting mine to see if I can feel the difference in mine. And I got an extra bolt, so I don't know if that's gonna matter.
You saved weight.
You already got a couple of screws loose anyway, so don't worry.
All right, so here we are. Just changed the diff oil.
Okay, so the tires are literally brand new. This is the first anything that's happened on them, so that's probably a factor. I didn't spin out, and even when you started to, I was able to catch it, where I feel like before when these things started to spin a lot of times, like they were just gone. But I feel like it definitely made a difference.
Well, handing your remote to this jackass, your car's definitely gone. He's going into the woods.
See, it's the push, you can feel it, you can see it right off the bat. Like, it's just like,
See, the thing is, when you get sideways in the corner, usually when you tried to power up like that, it would just spin out completely. Now
I mean, you're still dealing with traction issues, but I think without a doubt, it definitely made a big difference. All right, Chucky G, tell us what it is.
Let's see what this thing's got.
Initial impression?
Yeah, it's feeling pretty good here.
Like, it's not the most game-changing thing in the world, like, wow, but it definitely made a difference. You can feel it settle in way better, I think. See what I'm saying? Like, you would have spun out on that before.
Oh, what the? Who didn't mow that? Better get the towel.
What about you, Jared? Do you think it made a difference?
Yeah, I think it definitely made a difference. I think just trying the other one out, I think we need to make some adjustments in the front end to get it to turn better and quicker for just taking lefts. So I actually made a few in this one to see if that actually helps.
I still find the issue now with these cars, and not the issue, but I feel like it's the weight in the rear. So I don't know if it's like we start changing like shock fluid or springs or something to get them to set, but I feel like whenever we spin out, it's not really like a traction. Well, it is a traction issue. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, it's the car's not, when you turn left, the car's not going straight. The ass end's spinning out on you, so you're right. You got to add weight in the ass end somewhere.
Instead of adding weight, though, you don't want to add weight. You want to soften these rears up so that when you go, the rear is just going to squat and grip. If it's too stiff, it's just going to want to spin those rear tires.
Talking like you know how to freaking race cars or something.
all right, so we started with the SR10s. We had a lot of fun with those, but like I said to Jared before we touched the Traxxas Max, I said, I'm gonna ruin your RC experience with anything else.
All right, it's your boy Chucky G from RSMP RC. First time ever using a Traxxas Max. Let's see what I got. Tell all your neighborhood cats to watch out.
That's exactly what I did. What's your first impression hitting the throttle?
Well, once the dirt kicked up on my shins, I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be some fun right here. Hopefully I can keep it on all four sneakers here. Look at that dirt just kick up. You're gonna have no lawn in no time, dude. Woo. Got some power. God. Yes. Oh, almost had it. Yeah, you can't do tight corners. So much grip and power that it just rolls her. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus, Josh.
Oh, I didn't put the body on right. Okay, so you love the SR10s, but what's your first impression of the Traxxas Max?
These are awesome. Oh my God, there's a lot of power, a lot of fun.
Do you like it better than the SR10 off the rip, or as much, or what's your thought process?
I would say, I would like it as much, but I think I like these a little bit more. They got a lot more power, a lot more finesse to them.
All right. Chuck, what do you think? Do you think we give a special little view and we show people the track and let you guys have some real fun? All right, boys, come on.
Yeah, I thought you were serious. I thought they were going to be, honestly, not much fun when you said that. I'm like, oh, great, I'm going to really suck at this and it's not going to be much fun. But they ruined my experience, meaning it was a lot better than anything else I've driven.
Including the SR10.
Including the SR10.
What? And you're a street racing oval guy that loves that stuff.
I do, but that was a lot of fun.
I think we've talked about this before. With the SR10s, if you have friends to do it with, absolutely worth it. Like, you're not going to get sick of it. You can go out with a buddy and you could battle it out for hours and have a great time. But if you go out by yourself and you have one car that you buy, I wouldn't recommend the SR10 because you're going to get sick of just doing laps or timing yourself or, doing stuff like that. Whereas the Traxxas Max, I could feel like you buy that thing and whether you have friends or whether you're by yourself, like you could go out and you could just, no matter where you go, dirt track, BMX places, sand pits.
Endless fun. Where I agree, where these might get boring because you can only do so much. You can only turn left so many times without somebody racing you before it gets boring.
I would pick the SR10s if you have more than one and you're with buddies and you're racing. I would pick those over the tracks as of right now where I sit. But if you're by yourself in the tracks like we were doing today, I'd rather do the tracks one-on-one.
The Traxxas Max is what it's called.
And it's always good to have a buddy, even if you only have one Traxxas Max, because then you send the other dude out to go flip the car back over instead of you walking over every 10 seconds.
Could you guys make these things look least exciting right now? Oh my God, this is the most boring shit I've ever watched.
Caught some of that tree right there.
Just cleared the B-double-D. That's not a jump. That's just there to show you where the corner is. I mean, these things are monster trucks, so you can do what you want, but. Okay, so it's tough, but your only experience is really with the SR10s. What would you say is so different?
I think right now I'm just trying to figure out the track here, but I think it's just so touchy and then it rolls over a lot harder or a lot easier than the other ones.
Now, would you be surprised to hear that this is the Traxxas Wide Max kit? They had a version of this truck that was narrower, that rolled way easier.
Go with that hit again. What did I just hit?
A big stump, not your fault. Yeah, we got some work to do to the track, boys. That's what I'm saying. I need you guys for a weekend. You almost cleared the B-double-D, bro. Jared loves the B-double-D. He's trying so hard to clear it. Woo! You did it! That was stylish, too. You do something like clear the hardest jump in the track, and then you hit a tree going 2 miles an hour. All right, Jared, now that you got a few minutes in this thing, what do you think now?
I think these are a lot more fun than the SR10s, but I do like the Circle Track SR10, but these are a blast.
Wow, you just said like definitively a lot more fun. Not even like, no, I like just straight up a lot more fun than the on-road.
See the smile on my face.
Oh, the battery fell out of one. Oh, it's that one, because that's got a crappy strap on it. All right, Chuck, you've only really used the SR10s, and I think you used the Truggy like once or twice.
Yeah.
But today's the first time you've ever used the Traxxas Max.
Yes, indeed.
Tell me your overall impression on RC. Like, where are you at? Is the SR10 still king?
I'm gonna say for now, just because I can't get this body on. But no, I'm just like Jared. I really like the oval track. But let me tell you, after ripping this a few times, I could really get into this too, because this is a lot of fun, man. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a learning experience. I've never jumped cars before, and up and back to get it to level out during the while it's in midair. When we go to RC Madison, I see these guys doing it. I'm like, how hard can it be? I'm learning how hard it is right now. It's another thing is you always have to have eyes in the back of your head, because you don't want to get hit by one of these. These are a hefty piece of machinery and will do some damage, I believe. Especially with Jared DeWall Materis racing, yeah. Or me.
What did you just refer to Jared as just a minute ago? About 30 seconds ago?
Jared DeWall Materis.
Jared, have you crashed so hard you lost the body to the Traxxas Max?
I have not snapped the body off just yet. Never say never, but I'm gonna try my damnedest not to.
All right, so the track itself is not done, but you can kind of see what it's supposed to be and roughed out. What do you think of the track itself?
I think it's a lot of fun. I think once we get it cleaned up a little bit, it'll be even more fun. I like the jumps. I gotta try to figure those out a little bit better, but I think it's a good tight little track. Some fun characteristics to it, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Chuck, this is kind of the first time you really got to actually use the track. What do you think of the track itself?
It's a lot of fun, a lot of tight turns. You don't really get too much of the wide open of these things. So you have to get it dialed in just right. It's tough, it's tough. Yeah, and once we get it cleared up a little bit, get a lot of these tree stumps out. Yeah, I feel like that's mainly my problem, why the body came off the car. I think I hit a tree stump.
That's what I did too, When I race, the wall also moves too. That's why it's a problem for me.
Yeah, I wrote a letter to Stafford told about that.
Those moving walls.
Yeah.
I know you guys really enjoyed the MAXX, but when you get on a low C8 and all of a sudden now you're not rolling it all the time because the thing's designed to hug the track and do what it does, and like every tiny thing you do with the remote like really like adjust that car, that's what got me hooked into the whole RC thing. Was the first time I slid a 8-scale truggy around a corner. So I'm wondering if that's going to be kind of what you guys find to be the pinnacle for you as well, or if you guys settle somewhere in the street area.
Time will tell, but you know, what the hell do you use this for? This is like one of your tools for an RC car?
No, I'm going to use it to cut this bench back a little bit.
Oh, like I was about to plug this thing and hit my SR10 being like, what's going on with it?
You should. Might help you.
Might. You ever use one of these, Jared? No, all in all, great fun for anybody, any age. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm glad that Josh got me into this because I'm having the time of my life doing it, you know? Great fun, great people.
Well, I guess that's going to be it for today's episode. So thank you for tuning in. And until next time, stay safe.
Robin's racing.
What's your catchphrase?
The wall moves.
I'm still waiting for an email back from Stafford. They haven't responded yet.